We're here at AQS Quilt Week at the Spring Paducah Show 2019, which is our 35th anniversary. How exciting is it to be a winner at our 35th anniversary show, Christine? This is Christine Wickert, who won the Coates & Clark Best Wall Hand Workmanship.
Yeah.
Yes, and it's beautifully done.
Thank you.
Let's talk a little bit about your quilt. First of all, the title is fun.
It's called Sewing is Beleafing.
And where did that come from?
It's because my mother, who was German, couldn't quite pronounce believe, and she always would say, "I really can't believe this." And since there were a lot of leaves in this quilt, I decided to call it Sewing is Beleafing.
And so it's kind of a tribute to your mother,
yes,
then,
it is.
isn't it, Christine?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, and so it's all hand applique. You've done hand embroidery.
Yes.
And hand quilting.
Yeah.
Well, where did the pattern come from to begin with?
The pattern is from a book by Kate Fassett called Bold Blooms, and he got together with a bunch of women in Houston several years ago and designed this applique pattern, which is kind of unusual for Kate. And I saw it in his book, and I reduced the size because his quilt is like 100 inches.
Big
100
quilt.
Inches, a big quilt. So I reduced the size and made it in silk.
In silk. And so are all of the pieces silk?
Every piece, front and back, except the batting, that's wool.
And did you have to do something different to use the silk?
No, I don't interface silk. I simply use the piece, ironed over the edge of it. It's not needle turned, it's finished edge piecing with templates, and it keeps its crease beautifully, so for my technique it's really perfect.
So you're turning that seam allowance under and pressing it before you sew it onto
exactly.
the quilt.
Yeah, that's what I do. Yeah.
Okay, and I love this one particular piece of fabric right here, and you've used it in several different ways.
Yeah. Well, actually, my mother's fabrics, you mean?
Yes.
This here?
Yes.
This is from my mother's morning coat, which was made for her by the Indians in Okinawa, where I worked for a while, and I gave it to my mother, and after she died, I got it. And this is another tribute to my mother because she's right here on this quilt.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what? Using other fabrics, and it was silk too, wasn't it?
Yes. Yeah, that was a silk
Yes.
morning coat.
Well, now you put a sashing in here, but it's almost invisible.
Well, that was a problem I had with this quilt because when I finished just the little 8-inch squares, people told me to put a sashing in between because they felt it needed to breathe. Well, I put the sashing in between, and it looked like soldiers lined up in a row. So I tried to hide the sashing with the quilting and with the leaves scattered all over the place.
Well, and this isn't the first time you've entered AQS.
No.
You've entered quite a few times,
Yes,
haven't you? And
yes.
you've won some awards.
Yeah.
But is this the biggest award you've won?
No.
No?
I won Best of Show in Lancaster one year.
Okay, all
So
right.
yeah, but this is the biggest in Paducah, so
Yes.
I'm totally blown away.
Well, that's
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
Well, we love seeing your work, and we especially love seeing the hand quilting and the hand
Yeah.
applique. I think everybody enjoys that.
Yeah.
Congratulations. We hope we'll see more quilts from you, Christine, and we hope we'll see quilts from you as well. The contest information for the rest of 2019 and all of 2020 is currently on our website, quiltweek.com. Just click on the contest button, and we hope we'll see you and your quilts at future AQS Quilt Weeks.